So, Findaway Voices and the audiobook terms and conditions, the saga continues. Now, the first thing I want to say is a couple of days ago, Findaway Voices by Spotify mentioned that they were updating their terms of use. So you have until March 15th to decide whether you want to continue or not. Otherwise, if you don't do anything, you are continuing to use them, accepting the updated terms. About 11 hours later, they emailed saying they had introduced some new language, and in the hours since they had received valuable feedback, and that they understood there was confusion and concern. Okay, so we were both confused and concerned, and then they were going to actively work to clarify updates, to alleviate our concerns, because it's just concerns and confusion, right? So anyway, yesterday they've sent yet another email with yet another updated terms of use, which will again go into effect on the same date, March 15th, and they've made substantive changes to clarify your rights and so on. Yeah, okay. And to be clear, they also mentioned over here what they will not use or what they will not do. Okay, so you can have a read here. In addition, they've also got a blog post on some of the, I guess, frequently asked questions that they received. So let's take a look at the terms of use and have a look at the blog post as well. Now, the main section that they said they updated was over here, content, intellectual rights, intellectual property rights, and that was in particular section B, licenses you grant us. Now, if you remember, they actually had a couple of wording bits that I was really uncomfortable with. One of them was irrevocable, and the other one was derivative. So let's have a look at irrevocable to see if it comes up. So it does not come up at the moment, irrevocable. So I guess that's good news, right? They've taken out some of the wording. They've also, I believe, removed derivatives. So I think derivative work. So they've removed those two kind of big words that I was personally concerned about. Now, just a reminder, I'm not a lawyer. This is not like legal advice or anything. I'm just, as a layman, going through some of the wording here myself. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So, make sure you keep that in mind. What I would say is they have updated the terms over here, right? They actually say, for the sake of clarity, these terms do not authorize Spotify to use user content to create a new ebook, book, audiobook, or to use user content to create a new machine-generated voice without your permission. So they are being quite clear, which was not in there earlier. You need to have a read of this and satisfy yourself if you are happy with this. Now, this is an individual choice you've got to make. We all run our businesses differently, so if you're happy with it, you are happy with it, right? And if you're not, you're not. It's up to you. You have to make that call. So yes, this is basically the updated version. I would say that, have a read of the whole thing, basically. And if you've got any questions, contact customer service at this email address. And I would say thank you, everyone who has participated in bringing Findaway Voices and Spotify to some accountability of sorts, right? Because they were just walking all over us with some of the wording previously. All right. Now, before I leave there, I just want to show you the blog post that they had clarifying our terms of use. It's only a 1-minute read. It's relatively short. Can you sell my audiobooks without paying me royalties? No. So they're very clear on that. Can you create an ebook, transcripts, or derivative work? They say no, but we can create materials like a share card to help promote your audiobook with direct intent of influencing your audiobook success. Now that's very different from lifting stuff, like entire books. So that's more for marketing purposes. Is the license to distribute my audiobook irrevocable? So they've actually clarified, no, should you decide to cease using Findaway Voices or by Spotify, we will take steps to stop distributing your audiobook, which is good. Can you create AI voice with my audiobook? No, they've said that. Why go to all the trouble? And I guess this is basically them saying, why did we bother updating the terms when they updated once and then they got, I guess, a bit of a backlash and then they updated it again. So there's two parts to this. It's good that they listen to us. It's good that everyone's taken action and they have actually listened to us, which is quite a good win. for the little guy. Like, I'm not a big influencer or author by any means, but I think the collective voice has actually helped in this case. So that's a big win. You do have to question why they put those wording bits in there in the first place. I don't know what their processes are, internally, legally. I've got no idea, so I'm just speculating. But make sure you read like the blog post, make sure you read the new terms and conditions. Also take into account whether you are happy to move forward with Spotify or not, or Findaway Voices by Spotify. And if you have any questions, maybe you can check out the support page or email them over here, support@findawayvoices.com. And that is all we have at the moment for this update. I'm not sure if they're going to have more updates. You never know, because in the last 48 hours we basically got like 3 emails with 2 updates on terms. So stay tuned. If there's anything new, I will report it. But at the moment, they've just updated their terms and conditions to remove some of the wording and update some of the wording. They've also created a blog post, which is very helpful, so that's good. Let me know what you think. Are you going to be looking at Findaway Voices by Spotify to distribute your audiobooks? Are you with them? And if you are with them, what are you planning to do next? Are you going to stop doing business with them completely? Remove all your audiobooks, terminate your account? Or are you going to stay on? I'm going to stay on for a bit, until March. I'm going to see if anything else happens because it's a fluid situation. Things may change. I don't know. But I'm keeping my eye very close to this one because I don't want to fall on the wrong side of it, basically. So let me know what you plan to do. And until next time, have a great day, everyone.